Alright bro, in this video I'm going to show you one of the best ways you can attract a girl into your life. Meaning whenever you do talk to this girl, within pretty much 30 seconds you can get her to not only be extremely attracted in you, but think about you obsessively and non-stop all the time. I know a lot of men who are watching this video may not actually believe this is possible, but if you're somebody who is a young man and you do struggle with girls, it is pretty much a skill, like in a video game, that you just haven't really sort of leveled up right. And do you know whenever you're playing a video game and you want to level up and you do like something that isn't the right thing to do to level up and you end up not really leveling up at all? Like doing missions that are too hard and you keep failing them and you don't get the XP. Pretty much a lot of men go through life doing that same thing with girls. They do all the wrong things that don't actually level up the skill of being able to attract a woman in their life and being able to sleep with girls, or pretty much, like I said, attract them. And a lot of men pretty much sort of self-doubt themselves a lot and think to themselves that they're just not capable of that happening, and they go black pill and they huddle together and start crying whenever other men start saying different stuff that is completely different and saying that you can't actually attract women. That's why I hate the internet, because it's just full of black pill, blue pill, orange pill, gold pill, stupid pills that people make in these little communities of losers who just simply can't grab themselves by the balls and just simply go, you know what, I've just been doing the wrong tactics and the wrong things. And there is ways that you can actually level up this skill to attract pretty much the best woman that you can possibly have in your life, bro. So I'm just gonna cut it to you straight. If you're watching this and this does make you upset, or it's something that offends you because you're a weak little gimp, then like I said, this clearly isn't something that's gonna work for you, okay? Because you're just a low testosterone loser. This is something that you're gonna need to really sort of think about before you completely understand what I'm on about. One of the best ways to be able to attract any girl into your life is to stop being a loser. The best thing for you to do is, what you want to do is whenever you are talking to a girl, right? The best way that you can get a girl to be attracted in you is you want to focus on your breathing. I know that is completely way different to stuff that you've heard before, but frankly bro, a lot of these influencers give you some very fake crap advice that doesn't actually help at all. Yeah, cold approaching is good, but doesn't always work. You know, there's a lot of things that can make you a higher chance of attracting women, but if you don't have this down to a T, you're going to be a nervous wreck, and pretty much a lot of girls are going to be turned off by you. One of the main things you need to have grounded down perfectly is you need to focus on your breathing when talking to a girl. So what do I mean whenever I say that? Okay, so whenever you're talking to a girl, what happens? You're nervous, aren't you? You start breathing, you start having rapid breathing, and then you start thinking in your head, what should I say next, what should I say next? And then the majority of the time the conversations are very awkward and dry, and she's just not attracted in you. You need to have like this basically down to a T, because bro, I've seen guys in my local town and places around me who aren't the best looking, but they have some very good looking girls as girlfriends, and I always sit and wondering why. And then whenever I actually sit down and I'm talking to these fellas, or you hear them in the corner of your ear talking to their girls or whatever, they're extremely confident, and I sit there and go, that's why. I know it sounds very vague to say this, but confidence and personality plays a huge part. Like, yes, looks is what gets you through the door. Okay, if you're an attractive man, becoming a better looking man is what gets you through the door. But a personality, a good, strong, confident baseline is what keeps the girls around. Because you can be a very good looking guy, but if you have no personality, bro, she's probably gonna fuck you and leave. Or you're probably gonna fuck her and leave. And it's not gonna be, a very loving, time, and it's just true. If you want a gorgeous feminine girl that we all want, bro, who is completely obsessed with you and loves you, the number one thing you need to do is you need to control your breathing. And because what breathing does, once you basically control your breathing, and I'll show you the perfect technique to actually do this. Once you control your breathing, you become way more confident. It just naturally happens. Instead of saying to yourself, I must be more confident, or what do I say next? If you just are talking to a girl and you're breathing right perfectly, and you're breathing with this technique, whenever you're having a conversation with her, you're going to be, number one, you're going to be way more present in the conversation, and the conversation is going to flow way more naturally, because you won't be thinking in your head, because you'll just be breathing right, and you'll be present with her in the moment, meaning that you'll be listening to what she's saying, your brain will process then what to say next, and you'll just say it naturally. I generally laugh my head off whenever people come into my comment sections trying to hate and say like, oh bro, you know, I can't believe you just clickbaited us by saying that you must be present with a girl, oh blah blah blah, and all this stupid crap. And I laugh at them because it's all like, yous are actually losers. Yous are low tier. I bet you like you probably have deformed dicks. Like, I'm not even joking, bro. Your dicks probably look like a cocktail sausage. You know, whenever you actually have experience, and whenever you've been in the real world and you've actually experienced these things, whenever you've spoken to girls and you've had success with girls, one of the common traits that pops up that gets me that success with women is whenever I'm completely just focused on what they're saying. Because whenever you're talking to a girl and you're flirting with her and you're completely present in the moment, the conversation flows perfectly. And you know, whenever you sit and you watch a YouTube video, I used to do this whenever I was younger, where I'd type up the best things to say to girls and best text messages to say to women. I hated that way because I would always like keep those things in my head, would be like, oh, I have to say this here, and I have to say this, and I have to say this exact sentence, and it's like I'm talking. It makes it feel like you're talking to some sort of robot. You know, it's just so unnatural. And then whenever you do run out of things to say, you're fucked. Whenever you actually realize that you're actually talking to a real human being and that you're completely present in the moment and you're just talking and you're completely laid back and you're not anxious, because learning to breathe the way I'm going to show you now in a minute is what's going to completely destroy your anxiety. It's going to completely make you way more calmer. And whenever you are talking to a girl, bro, she will notice this. Women are very good at picking this up. A load of men do not know this. Do you ever see whenever a woman walks past another girl and they smile and then they go, oh, she gave me a dirty look, and we're sitting there looking at her going, wait, what the fuck? Wait? No, she didn't. Women just pick up on these micro things. You know what I mean? Like, women just, that's one thing they're very fucking good at, is they're very good at picking up shit. And you can hide it all you want, that you can act the big confident lad all you want, but women will fucking test the shit out of you. And number one, they fucking know rightly that it's an act. And whenever you're talking to a girl and she's talking to you and she's talking to you and you're sort of sitting there and you're not really present, you're just in your own head thinking about what to say next, she knows this, and it's just gonna turn her straight off. She's just not gonna be one bit interested in you. Honestly, bro, like, it's so simple to talk to girls, it's so simple to attract women, but because of the internet and society and social media, it's just been so overcomplicated, and there's about a million different ways to approach it, that it's completely fried men's brains that we're meant to do it this way and that way and this way and that way and follow this procedure and this. Yes, there's certain lessons that you must learn, you know, whenever you do want to attract women, in terms of like, you know, cut your fucking hair, shower, have good hygiene, have good body language, dress nice, all the baseline basic crap that we've all heard for years now. But these things here is what really does make the difference. Like, if you do this right, you can get a girl to immediately just completely, you'll be living rent free in that head, bro. You will have an apartment in that brain. You will have a fucking complexed penthouse in her head, chilling, because if you do this right. So how do you actually do this? What is the breathing technique that I've been waffling on about? So what you want to do, okay? Now, don't do this whenever you're talking to her, right? Make sure you do this before you actually go out, okay? But just train this whenever you are alone and there's no one else around. Okay, so what I want you to do, right, is I want you to just breathe in through your nose, right? Up through your nose. But what I want you to do is I want you to pretty much puff your stomach out, okay? Hamza says it perfectly in one of his videos that he did, where picture you're breathing like you're some sort of like king. You're like a big fat king who has a shit ton of testosterone and he's like the king of some kingdom, right? How would he breathe? His belly, he would push his belly out. That's the way you should breathe. Take a huge breath, okay? I know it sounds weird, but just bear with me. Breathe, but push your stomach out while you're breathing. Get a really good bit of oxygen in your lungs, right? And see, whenever you breathe out, what I want you to do is I want you to like feel almost the breath going from your mouth right down to your stomach. You want to breathe down to the point where your balls move. This is shit, bro, that people don't talk about, okay? I want you to breathe so hard to the point where you can actually feel your testicles twitching. That is a genuine way you can, like, that's a technique, like, that is one of the best ways you can breathe. So many of us weak, shallow fucking men throughout our whole lives have literally been not even breathing properly, of some sort of trauma in our life or some whatever. So many of us, bro, breathe in such a shallow little pussy way where it's like very fast and little short breaths. And what happens? Like, what is that the equivalent of? Nervous. It's no wonder we all have anxiety, because we're breathing, the way we breathe is so quick and so short breaths. And obviously all the other things piled on top of that. But like I said, because we have that there as well, and we don't even breathe properly, we breathe like an anxious motherfucker. That's why whenever we go into conversations, bro, you're sweating, you don't know what to say, and you look like a nervous wreck. and you shit the bed. So what I want you to do, like I said, take a big, huge, deep breath in, right up, really, really, really fill it up, okay? And then push the air right down. I want you to sort of start from here, your neck, and you can feel the breath going down. Now, a lot of people will not be able to make it the whole way down to their junk, right? To their Johnson. A lot of people will end up mainly stopping here whenever they do breathe out, okay? But that's something that you should practice on. So I'm going to demonstrate it to you right now, okay? I got about there. You won't be able to see it, but I got down to my belly button. Do that, and you'll know whenever you're doing it right, because you will actually feel high. You will feel, you literally will feel like you're high. You'll feel all dizzy and shit, right? That means you're actually doing this right. Because that's pretty much like all the lights in your brain actually turning on for once. It's your whole body actually being like, holy crap, this guy actually breathes properly. And it's very uncomfortable. It is a bit strange. Like I said, you will feel dizzy, you will feel a bit high, but keep doing it. Do it every single day, okay? And get to the point where like you just genuinely just naturally just start doing it all the time. Real men will understand what I'm talking about here, right? All the pussy fucking low-life losers who just want to drool at the mouth and watch porn and go watch Mr. Beast, they won't understand this. They will comment in the comment section below giving me hate saying, oh, it's ignorant, and give me some stupid black pill shit. I don't care, okay? I generally do not give a shit. If you comment on one of my videos saying that crap, I laugh, I will reply, I will take the piss. I do not take any of you people seriously because these are all low-life losers. I'm sorry to say it, but that's the truth. Real fucking men who have a purpose in life and live a very successful life, they fucking get what I'm saying. Don't waste your time looking back, bro. We ain't going that way.